Welcome to Decode with me, Christmas Special. I'm Iris Nightstar. Today we're doing a very special reading, a deeper, longer puzzle divination session woven with the energy of the season and guided by the familiar that steps forward for us. Before we have a look at the grid and see what words we have, let's see which familiar is coming for us. So we have divine geometry. Owl, okay, there we go. The familiar for this Christmas reading is the divine geometry owl, the seer of sacred design, the watcher of patterns and the teacher of alignment. This owl appears when truth is ready to be seen clearly, without distortion and without fear. It reminds us that everything, even the difficult parts of the year, have been part of a pattern bringing us to this moment. It's a perfect guide for a Christmas reading, a guardian of wisdom and the quiet light within the dark. We'll keep the owl here to watch over the proceedings. I'm going to show you the grid now, and you can have a look for some words. I'm keeping the word list hidden to start with so that you can see if there's any strong messages coming through. And let's just double check that you can see that on the screen. Yes, you can. Okay, I'm now going to reveal the word list. So if you don't want to see that, pause now. Okay, so we have 9 words defined. Oops, don't set fire to it. That would not be great. Okay, so I'll pop it down there so that now. Okay. Okay, this is not a tradition. Let me explain a little bit about puzzle divination if you haven't been here before. This is not a traditional oracle system. It's a symbolic language built through logic puzzles, grids, patterns, movement, placement, and intuitive resonance. In a Christmas reading like this, the grid becomes a landscape. The words you and I uncover together are the signs, and the spirit words, that's the words that are not in this word list, are the compass that gives the whole reading its deeper meaning. You can look for words while I talk, and there are always 9 words in a puzzle divination word list. Note the order that you find them, and this will be your personal message alongside the collective one. Okay, so how will this all work today? First, I'll work through the grid, find the words in the order that they appeared to me, and I'll talk about their literal associations, nothing symbolic just yet, and then we'll look for spirit words and note their positions. After that, we'll look at the placement of everything in the grid, which boxes they fall into, and how that shapes the energy of the message. And finally, once everything is revealed, I'll weave it all together into a nice long integrated Christmas reading and the kind of deep reflective interpretation we save for special occasions. Okay, let's begin. So the first word that I see is reindeer. Literally, reindeer are the ones who pull the sleigh, steady, sure-footed, moving through long winter nights. They're about journeying through the dark season and keep going over frozen ground, following a route that's already been mapped out. Okay, and just below that I can see Yule log. So let's see, we did reindeer was number 1, Yule log is number 2. I'm noting the order I find them in. Okay, so the Yule log is one of the oldest winter traditions, a big piece of wood burning slowly in the hearth, meant to last through the longest night. Its warmth, home, and a sense of something solid that keeps burning in the background. Okay. Oh, and there's mistletoe, a little bit further down the grid. Mistletoe is the greenery that people hang in doorways. Kisses, awkward moments, blessings. It's about coming together, meeting in a doorway, sharing a moment under a piece of tradition. And then just below that, I can see angel. Angels show up in Christmas stories as messengers, announcements, guidance, protection. Very simply, they're about messages arriving and truth being made known. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. Angel was 4. Mistletoe was 3. Okay. What is the next word I see? Okay. Tinsel. Tinsel is decoration, sparkle, the shiny stuff that we throw on trees and banisters. It's the glitter on top, the little bits of brightness that make everything feel festive. Let's see the next word. There we have gifts. Literal presents, things wrapped up, exchanged, given and received. The ritual of offering something and opening something in return. Oh, there's St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas is the old root behind Santa, a figure of generosity, charity and quiet kindness. So on the surface, this is about goodwill and tradition of giving. Okay, we don't have many words left now. We've just got mulled wine and evergreen. Okay. Oh, there's mulled wine. Mulled wine is, of course, a warm, spiced wine in a mug, rich, fragrant, shared at markets or after dinner. It's warmth you can drink and the sense of relaxing into the evening. Okay, so we just have evergreen left. Have you spotted it already? Here we go. Evergreen. Evergreen trees stay green through winter. Fir, pine, the Christmas tree. Very simply, it's life that doesn't fade with the season, something that stays alive even in the cold. So that's our full set of Christmas words on the surface level. Yeah, let's have a look, see if there are any words that don't appear in the word list. Now, the first one that I saw, I don't know, did you see it too? Let me know in the comments. Wax. Wax could be candle wax, sealing wax. It's a material that melts and then sets, the substance that carries the flame. And here, right in the middle, I see the word crown. I mean, a crown is literally something worn on the head. It's a symbol of royalty and recognition of a role. Are there any other spirit words? I'm looking. Down here we have the word lamp. A lamp is a simple object, something that helps you see in the dark, a small source of light that you carry. Now we're going to have a little look at what boxes these words all appear in. If you haven't been here before, within Puzzle Divination, we divide the grid into 9 boxes so that they energetically align with numerology symbolism. Okay, so box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you can look at this in a number of ways. You can do, I always do the box that has the most letters in it. Okay, so reindeer here is in box 2, and that's the box of perspective and clarity. The journey you've been on this year is finally being understood. You're seeing the path behind you with fresh eyes. Yule log sits in box 3. The momentum box, that slow, steady warmth you relied on, has been quietly pushing you forward. Mistletoe actually spans quite evenly across box 5 and 6, emotion and movement. The connections forming now are emotionally meaningful and part of what shifts next. Angel is also in box 6. A message or truth is coming in that actually changes your direction. Tinsel is here in box 1. The beginning point, the light-hearted moments, the sparkle, the doorway into this message. Gifts are sitting in box 6. Something you've been given circles back. Reciprocity is in motion. St. Nicholas is sitting in box 5. The emotional centre, quiet generosity, kindness and goodwill are at the heart of this reading. Mulled wine rests in box 7. The grounding box, warmth and rest and comfort are your foundation going into the new year. And then we have evergreen stretching across 2 boxes, 3 and 6, momentum and movement. What endures is not still, it's carrying you into the next phase. And let's now have a little look at the spirit words. We've got wax in box 1. The beginning of this cycle is malleable, still soft enough to shape. Crown in box 5, the emotional heart. This is about worth, identity, and stepping into your own authority. Lamp is in box 7. Your foundation is light, you're guided, not lost. So now let's bring all of this together. This Christmas reading begins with reindeer and Yule log. You've been moving through your own winter, long stretches where you kept going, even when the way wasn't clear. But the Yule log shows that something warm, steady and reliable has been carrying you the whole time. Mistletoe and angel show connections and clarity arriving together. Someone you meet, something you hear, or an insight that finally lands. It matters and it moves something in you. Tinsel reminds you that the small joys are the doorway. The little sparkles matter. Gifts show an exchange returning. What you've given isn't lost. St. Nicholas sits at the emotional centre. Your kindness or someone else's kindness towards you is part of the truth of this reading. Mulled wine tells you to slow down, warm up, let your system soften. You don't have to run through the end of the year. And evergreen reminds you that not everything has gone dormant. Something in your life is still alive, still growing, and it's the thing carrying you forward. And then the spirit words weave it all together. Wax, your next chapter is still soft enough to shape. Crown, your worth and your authority are the centre of the message. Lamp, you have enough light to take the next step. And above it all sits the divine geometry owl, reminding you that none of this has been random. The pattern only becomes visible when you reach this point, and now, here at the end of the year, it's beginning to make sense. Thank you for joining me for this Christmas reading and for letting the owl guide us through the heart of this season. And of course, you don't need to wait until the next special. There are new puzzle divination readings every single day. But I will be posting another special on New Year's Day, a deeper reading focused entirely on the year ahead and the themes waiting for you in 2026. Think of today's message as the closing chapter and the new year reading as the opening line of the next. Until then, stay warm, Take care and let your own lamp guide you forward.